Hey guys, what's up? Just got off the phone with a very, very, very good friend of mine. He asked an interesting question, obviously after an hour of conversation, but still, nonetheless, it was an interesting question. And it was, I have a martial arts school and I have a martial arts page. And why do I always post like motivation stuff? It's kind of like a silly question, but I know where he was coming from. It's almost like this video that I'm creating now. Here's the thing, several reasons. Number one, we live in a very hurting world, and people need to be motivated in some way, shape, or form or another. And if I can be one voice, speaking positivity, then why not? Um, but specifically for the fight world, you know, I know how it is. You have fighters out here who they want to fight, they want to go in the cage, they want to make it to UFC, they want to get the championship belt, they want to provide for their family, make money off of this. This is their living. And I must say, I mean, most sports, but specifically mixed martial arts, it's a hard sport, not only literally physically a hard sport, but it's expensive. You have to pay for school, you have to pay for equipment, you have to pay, and you got to make sure you sacrifice your time. You got to come up with the money somewhere. You have to live. You have to try to stay in shape, and sometimes these guys don't have excuse me, the necessary funds, or are just barely making it. So motivation is definitely something that they need. I mean, it is definitely possible, of course, because people have done it, um, including my own son. It is possible, but the thing is, it's difficult. So aside from the actual physical fight that they're going to have in a cage, or in a ring, they have to have the day-to-day fights that, again, you and I all face. The motivation really is to just let people know that, listen, they're going to be even family members, siblings, cousins, parents, um, your close friends that are not going to help you. Like the real standard, um, when someone says, hey, I got your back, man, I support you, hey, I believe in you, I'm there for you. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. The truth of the matter is, I mean, are they really doing it? So this is just an example, but have they ever reposted any of your stuff? Have they ever come to check you out at the gym? Are they asking you, is there anything they can do? Maybe take video footage of you training. Maybe come with you one day to your training just to see what it's like, and be back there to support. Are they uh, uh, making comments on your post to help generate, again, some sort of motivation for you? Simple things. They know you're struggling. Maybe they go to Amazon and they get you a mouthpiece, they get you MMA gloves, they get you shin guards. Like showing support. Anybody can say, hey man, I'm for you, but be a zillion miles away. And I'm talking about the same people that post for everybody else. Okay, so if you have friends, family, and acquaintances and coworkers that don't post for anybody, period, then at least they're consistent. But I'm talking about people who are active with social media. I'm talking about people who are active in purchasing things. I'm talking about people who are actively commenting on things, supporting others. So in this world that we live in, this fight world specifically, the reason why again, one of many reasons, but one of the main reasons is because if no one else is going to motivate these fighters, I mean, everybody has a threshold, and I would hope that they just don't fall off or abandon their dream because they're not getting the support. Now, again, this applies to anything, whether you're a physical fighter or you're someone out there in your career. You're an artist, and people don't really spread the word. You're an artist. If let's say one person spread the word, right? Hey, look at my friend's cool art, and then that cool art goes somewhere, and then it attracts two people, and maybe they want a logo done, or maybe they want somebody to draw, and then those two people become four people, and four become eight, and you see exponentially things growing. So yes, you only did it once, but at least you supported the person, and it can snowball into something, and that can be huge. But on top of that, it shows that you really are really doing what you say you are doing, which is you're a supporter. That's what you say you're doing. So the reason why I make these somewhat motivational videos, it's because, again, there are millions upon millions of people in this world who are hurting. Okay, and sometimes they just find that voice that maybe resonates with them, and it'll just make their day, or it'll give them that oomph to go in and continue to uh, do more for themselves. And then primarily and specifically, I should say, for the um, fighters, they have they have a tough life. I mean, I don't think there's any other sport out there that is taxing, so taxing. And if no one's motivating them, I mean, they're really out there on their own. And yes, they're tough, and I'm sure they're gonna stick through it and everything. But why do it alone? You know what I'm saying? Why do it alone? And for you fighters out there, or even just entrepreneurs, or people who are just good in your own right, with whatever skill set you have, abandon the people who don't support you. Just cut it, because the expectation of those people that you think are supposed to support you, only kind of, it can either fuel you, don't get me wrong, it'll fuel you to make it, to the top, and say, hey, you never supported me, and watch how they come in droves when you're up there. But that should never really be the motivation. It should be like, you want to do what you want to do because you want to do it, not to prove people wrong and all that other stuff. It's because you want to prove to yourself that you can do it. I mean, that should always be the primary motivation. But there are petty people, so I had to mention that. But at the end of the day, everybody needs to be motivated. And the people who you believe are going to have your back and who say they support you, are they actually doing it? And you have to look at that. You have to look at it objectively. Don't look at it subjectively. Are they actually supporting you in any way, shape, or form? Especially in the with the advent of technology, it's a simple share. Look at this. Oh, I just shared something. It's a simple comment. Man, keep rocking, bro. Boom. It's a simple, hey guys, check this out. This is my cousin. Hey, check this out, guys. This is my neighbor. Hey, look at this. This is my friend. Simple little things. Are they even doing that much effort? And if they're not, you have to consider, are those the people you want in your metaphorical corner? And that is an important question to ask, because you might be carrying on more burden and toxic and drainage of people's lack of friendship, or their outward, what they say and espouse that they're doing for you. And you just get rid of that, and you'll probably go 100 times faster. So this is why I do motivational videos, or at least informative slash motivational videos, is because people are hurting and they need it. They're hurting and they need it. And lastly, I wish that I had as many people also supporting me as well, or have supported me throughout my lifetime. So it's like, whatever you see lacking in this world, just try to fill the void, and so there won't be any lack. So that's the reason why, guys. If you have any questions, of course, you know the drill. DM me, reach out to me, and all good in the hood. Peace.